took me 2 more to get over the loss. Whoa, whoa. I took a beating when they wrote me those letters, and every time I remember the taste of your lip gloss. Enid, we never really knew each other anyway. Enid, we never really knew each other anyway. Maybe we always saw right through each other anyway. But Enid, we never really knew each other anyway. There were times when I wanted to hurt you, and there were times when I know that I did. Whoa, whoa. There were times when I thought I would kill you, but can you blame me? I was only a kid. Now tell me why we never really respected each other, and tell me why I never believed that you were a person too. I always thought that you fancied my brother. I may not have liked it, but memory is a strange thing. Oh, Enid, Enid, I remember you. Enid, we never really knew each other anyway. Enid, we never really knew each other anyway. Maybe we always saw right through each other. It took me a year to believe it was over. Ooh, and it took me 2 more to get over the loss. Whoa, whoa. I took a beating when they wrote me those letters, and every time you told me to get lost. Now it's not fair to say that it's 'cause I was 3 inches shorter than you. And it's not fair to say that it's 'cause I was only 15 years old. But maybe it's fair to say there was a lack of communication. Oh, message, oh, I am speaking of communication. Oh, and Enid, Enid, you kinda cold. I can get a job, I can pay the phone bills, I can cut the lawn, get my hair cut out my cholesterol. I can work overtime, I can work in a mine, I can do it all for you. But I don't want to. By her smile while I shopped there. It wasn't long before I lived with her. I sang her songs while she dyed my hair. Jane divided, but I can't decide which side I'm on. Jane decided, oh it's cooler if we just stay friends. Jane doesn't think a man could ever be faithful. Jane isn't giving me a chance to be shameful. Jane, I wrote a letter, she should have got it yesterday. Life could be better by being together, is what I cannot explain to Jane. The girl works at the store, sweet Jane sings. Still dazzled by her smile while I shoplift. The girl works at the store, sweet Jane sings. No promises as vague as heaven. No Juliana next to my heaven. Jane, desired by the people at her school and work. Jane is tired 'cause every man becomes a lovesick jerk. Jane, come on. Everywhere I go, someone's trying to be my girlfriend's best friend. I'm trying to pretend I'm relaxed, but I'm playing castanets with my knees. I try to be cool and give her space, but a guy's always there ready to jump right up and take my place. Everyone in this room seems to want to make a big fool out of me. Everybody open your mouth. Everybody just say ah. Everything'll be alright if you play along. Everywhere I go, there's someone in a trench coat staring at me. When I'm not at home, I'm sure someone's rummaging through my trash. Whatever could they want from me? Is it just a part of a giant government conspiracy? I gotta go see my doctor about this itchy pentagram-shaped rash. Everybody open your mouth. Everybody just say ah. Everything'll be alright. This won't hurt at all. Turn it up. Everybody get in line. Everybody turn and cough. Everything'll be alright if you just lay off. Dictate a memo to myself. Try to find if I'm the only one in complete health. Consult contemporaries if there's some to see. There really isn't anyone who's in my league. Every night at Lane, someone thinks they've got a fine beat on me. say